Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be playing a little Trafalgar Law from OP10 per request of one of our subscribers. I've tried out probably a dozen different variations of this. Law is just so diverse in the way you can build him. You can put so many different things in the desk in so many different ratios, and this is just kind of what I ended up on. Obviously, there's a ton of different ways you can do it, but here's what I came up with. I'm going to show you guys a couple of games. The deck changed once during the end from the second to the third game, and I just wanted you guys to know that. Decklist is in the description below. I started including the drives for all the alterates folders I use, and I'm probably going to start including the simulator download link just so you guys can find that. There will be a comprehensive breakdown at the end, but I hope you guys enjoy today's games. Thank you guys for coming along on the ride. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoy the games. Alright, we're in a nice little mirror match because I'm hoping I can learn something. See how their law list plays. See if they'll give me their 2K. They will not. I'm going to deploy this. We've already got a 7-cost law. We've got a good target even. I think we take the Cavendish. I expect this to be a fairly interesting mirror match just because I'm not super experienced with the deck. Well, my searcher is going to beat their searcher, and then I'm just going to bounce it to hand. Let's see. No. No, I honestly value my life more than that. And you already know I got the Cavendish, so we're just going to play the Cavendish. Restand 2 Dawn. See what our top life is. So it's one of the things I've noticed about this deck is you really have to value your lives a lot more than other decks. Most decks you just take the first hit really easily, but this deck doesn't have enough healing like a lot of the other ones, so I just don't know. I'm tempted to build like a super heal focused build. Okay. And give me a 2K over that. He's thinking about it. He does not. I think I do play that just because it's worth getting out on board. Okay. So we've managed to bounce our guy back to hand. We've played ours. We've got a good searcher in hand. They've got a Borso. Not unexpected. Do they free pop to try and find it back? I do have a good 2K to give them. We'll trash that. I'm going to protect my lives a little more aggressively than you're protecting yours. Doesn't even pop this back in hand. I have to attack first, unfortunately. Yeah, I was like, this is your chance, because I'm gonna do this next. I think this is probably our best bet here. We'll attack 7 with that. I think I'm going to attack 7 again. I'm okay if I lose one of these. My board's so much more aggressive than theirs. They got a lot more cards than I do, but man, my board's bigger than theirs. You're supposed to be teaching me things, not getting your butt kicked. Come on. I shouldn't say that. Their hand's way bigger than mine. Now they take it. Okay. What's it gonna be, sir? Stop the Cavendish. Or it could stop me. Yeah, I was like, or it could stop my big swing. That's your other option. Turns your last life, though, so like even bouncing one of these doesn't feel great. When I'm sitting on 4 characters. Dragon Twister's funny. I don't think it's great here. Oh no, he's doing the thing. Oh no. Alright, he goes at my life. Yeah, I was like, my mouse has gone AWOL. Yeah, no, you got that one, bud. Oh, that would have been such a good play off the top, too. Oh, well. They're all pretty much good plays off the top, so we'll see. Now you bounce one dude, play a dude, keep one of these from attacking. Probably the Cavendish. You do not want that to get me more Dawn back. You've got a blocker. But I think we just kill you now. This cost me 5. That gives me 4 Dawn left. My other option is to just Dragon Twister their butt. Probably better to just Dragon Twister him. Bye-bye. I want to see how you respond to this. Dragon Twister, man. Do I need defense next turn? He's got 2 real attacks. I've only got 1, 2, 3K counter. Let's just poke another card out. Uh-oh. 2 1s. That's not good. Okay, go ahead. Put out our Scratchman of Poo. It's going to cost you some cards. They play the Lady Law. They're going to be healing. It has Rush, though. But I'm not in danger. No blocker. You can have one of these. I'm going to kill you next turn. could double heal here, but I don't know if that's good enough considering I have 4 guys on field. And I played the Law there because I thought they might try and do board control to try and live. And I didn't want to deal with that. They're down to 3 cards in hand. Returned the Luffy, so he's got a 1k. Played the Law. Played a Bonnie. I've only got a 1k and a 1k, so if he attacks these, I have to give him a both. Pretty standard Dawn. Yep. Well, you developed a blocker, which is good. I don't think it's good enough. Because there's just no world in which I lose this. This is a Luffy. There's nothing that gets you out of this, dude. You're on 3 cards, a life and a blocker. I have digit twice. And you just picked a brick into hand. I'm sorry, your Law is just not going to be good enough. We're just going for a look because this gets me my Dawn back, so why not? So let's see. And what are you going to do about a 9? Let's see, 4, so I can go 7, 8, 9, 9. Yeah, that's probably fine. I'm sorry. GG, man. Oh, you ran away. 8, 9, 9. Well, there you go. So I was hoping to learn and see what somebody like a real dedicated player was up to, but I got Hody in here. He's fine, I guess. Is Hody worth putting in here? He's not bad. He's very unexpected, I will say, in the list. I defended my life a little more aggressively than they defended theirs. I think we were in just a pretty good spot there. Got out a big board, kept theirs down. The Dragon Twister was pretty debilitating. I don't know. I don't know. What do you guys think? What did I do right? What did I do wrong? It was a pretty good game overall. I'm pretty happy with that. The list is starting to clean up a little bit, and I like that. All right. I'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome again. Here we go. I don't really like that hand. I mean, I guess it's not bad because I can go 1, 2. I got this for 7. I guess we keep it. All right. You guys convinced me. Yeah, let's keep on keeping on. We'll return our guys. Yeah, we might need to find our protection one in this matchup, though, because they're going to want to remove a bunch of stuff. Ooh, wow, they find a lot. Attack 6. They take it. Cool. What do we take here? Probably just Scratchman. This is probably the best thing we dig. We'll take this. Get our heal back up. Do we play this, though? Because it's a bad protection, let's be honest. Gonna protect a little more greedily. I've learned to protect my life a little more. Alright, they get the Cavendish down. That's not really a surprise for us. We'll deploy that. We're always going to return one of these to our hand. We'll return this guy. Well, that's not really helpful. 7. Good. They got a big hand, and Vivi likes a big hand. Give them a 2K. This might not be bad. Problem is it's going to be awkward to play. I'm not going to get it next turn. Okay. They don't even have the rush one. That's not bad. Play this. Okay, now we're in pretty good shape. We'll take this. Return our cards. Act 2. Okay. Now we're doing better. Established 3 big guys. We got our anti-removal, which I'm okay with actually using because of how healthy our life is. Minus this all the way down, and he'll tack into it, and I will have to let it go. Wow. Let's deploy this, gain a life. Ugh, no, we're not going to be taking that. So this is a 7, so I can go 7, 7. Or I can go 6, 6, 7. Good, blocks early. Blocks very early. Do we punch in now? No, I don't think we do. That'll make them vulnerable next turn. Unless they establish a bunch of blockers here. Ooh, another Rayleigh. 2 9k attacks. And I'm sitting on 5 1 costs. It's annoying. If I can keep one of my dudes up. It'll be good for them either way. I think I'll take a card and see if I can find... Yeah, I got the 2k. Sorry, Vivi. Your tricks are just annoying. I could see it in there. I can go 2-1 to get out of it. That's probably good enough because then I can block one of them on the other one. Well, that's not bad either. So that's 8 there. Plus 1 under leader is 9. They have to respect that because they can't go down to 1. Good, good. Now. I have to return this, which is annoying. Can I afford to return that? It's going to matter. They're going to reduce this down so far anyways. Nah, we don't want that. You don't need blockers. I know this is a 2k now too, which is nice. You got 4 attacks right now. You're going to get 4 pretty much no matter what. But if you don't play a blocker, I'm pretty sure you die next turn. Yep, there they are. Oh, only 1. Five Dawn left. Another blocker, maybe? Yeah, I don't care. You're going to remove this. He's really indecisive about which one he wants to swing. This is where Hody would be really strong. Maybe I do need to start including that. I'm an evil man. I was just like, if I get a couple of trigger bodies, which are just the laws in the deck, really, he's in a lot of trouble. Let's make him burn cards, I think. 7. No Dawn up. It's 2 cards. Yep, he disconnected. Got him. Ooh, only 1, 2, 3. Only 4K counter in hand. I don't know about that one. I don't know. They're probably pretty tilted. The fact that I was just gonna... I knew what this was, so I was getting 3 bodies no matter what happened. But if I could just get... This one was a bit much. Let's be honest. This was a bit much. This was planned. This was 100% luck. We lucked into that one a lot. But then, you know, if I divide these with this Dawn, I mean, I can go 10. Let's see. What is this? 10 plus 6 is 16 plus 10 is 26 divided by 3. So I can go like 9. I could go like 8, 9, 9. And that would have been too much, I think, even then. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 999 would have killed them for sure. It actually would have killed them with just these 2, to be honest. If I'd had just the 2, I would have killed them. They didn't have enough. They were just down bad. These freeze events are too much against keeping their blockers up. They need their blockers to make sure they stay healthy. That felt pretty good. I think we're doing all right. And I'm learning to just really value my lives a lot more than I would in other decks, because then I can pop the leader effect multiple times instead of just once per turn. And the other thing I've really found is that it's quite fine to just pop the guys back into your hand and not play anything out. You don't need to feel compelled to waste the life. If it's not something you want then and there, or if it's not the best card you could want, just put it back. But you've got an extra card in hand, and then you can just keep filtering your whole deck the whole time. It's a really interesting deck, and we're doing a lot better at it. I think I might try putting some Hodies in and try one more. Let me try that, and I'll be right back. See you guys there. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go again. This is not particularly good because I don't have any searchers, and searchers really are what make the deck tick. So I think I am going to mulligan here. Man, still no searchers. There's the Hodie we checked in. I can play this on 1 or I can play it on 3, but either way it doesn't really matter. We'll just pass it over. Going into Gecko Moria. You may KO one of your Thriller Bark type characters, your leader, and all of your characters gain plus 1,000 power during this turn. Wow, that's really good. They've got everything they could want in there. They're just banking on triggers. Wow, they didn't get one. We got a lot of good options in here. We have a 2K. I'm kind of tempted to get another one. I want to play the Cavendish next, and then probably one of these 2. I don't find any of the guys I really want, though. This is always good for card draw, though. So many of our 2Ks are gone right there, though. Let's take a 2K. Sad to lose a Jewelry Bonnie, but our 2Ks are important, too. Get up there. Gotta have our cards in cost order. Just a thing. Okay, he pops that, goes to here. I'll give him a 2K over it. Deploy. 2 Dawn. 1 here. This is mine. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Put that out and say, hey, give me a Dawn back, make it so that can't rest. And then what do we want to go? 7 out of... No, we'll go 7, and then we'll go Searcher again, because he's likely to take this. Another Sky Zorro. Look at you. Okay, this time I think I do take this. We'll return our cards and we'll pass. We haven't seen any of our laws, our 7 costs, which is unfortunate because that's what I'm looking for so hard here. Because I'd like to play more of these. So I have to deal with a 6 and a 7. So we'll go get out of the 6 for sure. Oh, that's a 7 too. I have to get out of a 7, man. Oh, this he didn't attack with this. I can attack with the 3 of these, then play this, get the draws. Is that good enough? On the other hand, I could go Hody. Attack 6 into this. That's so aggressive, though. It's kind of like it, though. There's the other Hody. That's gonna stay there. He's been giving me nothing but 2Ks. 7. 8. There goes your whole hand. Well, that worked out pretty well for us. Get some draws in Absalom. Yeah, we'll trash this. Actually, probably should trash this. You know, he could go for lethal here. Like, he's got a lot of Dawn left. Okay, now we have to let it go. That's fine. Then 8 of my other 6. Sure. That's about the best top deck I could ask for. Oh, come on. I only had 7 rest because 1 went under my leader. Oops. Okay, we finally ran him out of Dawn. Or out of counter. Oof, that sucks. I really don't want to give him either of these. Shh. Double. Problem is I'm likely to give him characters. Gross. Yeah, I'm not out of it yet, buddy. Pop it, make it so something can't attack. Yeah, there you go. My whole hand is bricks. Play out another Perona, stun something else? No. Play out a Kumasi so that you can play out a Perona next turn. So if I play this for 7, that gives me 3 Dawn left. Okay. I got 2 lives. I got 2 lives. And he's got 2 lives. Gonna play out Perona. Freeze. Yeah. That's why we didn't get rid of it last turn, because we didn't want to deal with this. Alright, he's gonna heal again. I've got 2 9 costs now, though. I can probably clear this, to be honest with you. Yeah, you've been disrespecting my board up to this point. If he attacks this, I'll just put one. Yeah, you're getting the blocker. You need to respect my board, sir. 9 and 9 probably both connect. Then can I go Hody and kill him? Because this is 7. Plays the hog back. GG, man. That was really close. GG. Mine. $22K, yeah. GG. Well played. Just had to hope you were a little more bricked up. Not a lot I can do about that one. Still a really good game. We're playing better. We're learning. We're learning a lot. I think this is a pretty good build now, though. I'm pretty happy with this. Let me know what you guys think. What am I doing right? What am I doing wrong? These are hard to play, though. I will say that. Law's a thinker deck, and I like that. But, man, I've tried a bunch of different builds. Let's go take a quick peek at it. All right, so that was our games with Trafalgar Law. What do you guys think? Let's go over the deck and see what we know. Dawn times 1, activate main once per turn. If the total cost of your character is 5 or more, you can return one of your characters to the hand. Reveal the top card of your life, and if that card is a supernova type character card with a cost of 5 or less, you can play it. Pretty good ability. So into that end, we're playing 4 Kidney Killer, which is a 2-cost top 5 searcher with 1k counter, all looking for supernovas. Our supernova package is pretty robust in this deck. We're also playing a 1-cost Monkey D. Luffy, which does the same thing. It's a top 5 search, looking for a supernova other than Monkey D. Luffy. Pretty darn good overall. And then we come into some of our other cards. We're looking at a 2k Jewelry Bonnie, which is an anti-removal, but it takes the top card of our life and adds it to our hand instead of letting our guys get removed, which is only okay. There's not a lot of decks we want to do that with. We're playing a 3-cost Jewelry Bonnie. It's an okay blocker. On play, it adds a top card of our life from the top of our bottom to our hand. And we can add 1 supernova type character with a card with the cost of 5 from our hand to the top of our life cards face up. It's only okay. I'm not in love with it. It's honestly something I feel like I might cut later, but for now it's okay. It's a good supernova target. It lets us manipulate our life when we really need it to, but it's only okay. Honestly, I think I might cut it for 2 more of the Scratchman Apu, because he is pretty darn good. Scratchman Apu is our 1-cost here, and he is, if you have a yellow supernova type character other than Scratchman Apu, he gains blocker. So it was a 1-cost, and pretty much our whole deck is supernova, so he's pretty much always online. I think he might just be strictly better than that Jewelry Bonnie, but he doesn't let us put our life cards on there, so who knows. Our other 1k is another 2k in Capone Gang Beige. On play, I can add the top or bottom card of our life cards to our hand and add 1 character with the type supernova from our hand at the top of our life cards face up. Another card that lets us just kind of cheat our life cards. And it's not bad because we can put the top card of our life there. We can put a supernova there, and then we can immediately bounce this back to our hand in order to get that supernova card right back. So it's not bad. What else do we have in here? Back to our green. Cavendish is kind of our 5-Dawn play, our best 5-Dawn play, because he is a supernova, and on play he restands 2 Dawn. He lets us play, if we haven't played a 1-cost, we can play a 1-cost, of course, but he gets us a Dawn or a leader for effect, and then we can play out something like a Jewelry Bonnie so that we have both of these online on our 5-Dawn turn, which is really good for us. And we also get to attack for a 6, preferably a 7, because this will restand a Dawn, and then one of our opponent's characters won't get to attack, which is really nice for us. And then I'm running 2 of the Jewelry Bonnie. This card's actually fairly hard to set up in the deck, because getting 8 rested for us is kind of hard, in all honesty. But it's not the end of the world. But it's a good blocker card, and if we have 8 or more rested cards, we have to draw 2, trash 1, and then set one of our Dawn as active. So she's pretty good. But you definitely have to play her later in the turn. And it's kind of awkward because you almost have to play another 5 in order to get 8 rested. Because this deck just doesn't get that many cards down natively unless we play like a Searcher that turn and then also attack a couple of times. So it is doable, but just not as often as something like Jewelry Bonnie or the like, where she's more at home. I did it up running 2 of the Hodies. I do like the Hodies as a 7-cost 8k rush unit. it lets us rest two of our opponent's cards, one character in a Dawn, or two characters. Really good, but it does rip a life from our top of our deck into our hand, and so it's just kind of a game ender when we do put him down. I do think one of those games you guys saw, I did rip him early, and that was pretty good, but it was very situational. That's not going to happen a whole lot. This card actually came up a lot more than I thought it would. A 4/5 2K. If your leader has a supernova type and your opponent's life total, your opponent's life total is 5 or less, you can play this card. Very oddly worded, but he's a good promo, but he's really good to stack into your life for like late game because he's a 2K, or if it doesn't look like your opponent's going to kill you, he's a good extra body to just get on field. Setting him up is pretty easy too, which is really nice. And then I'm running for Borsellino because he's the greatest yellow card ever printed. A 5/6 1K blocker. If I have 2 or less life cards, I get to add one from the top of our deck to our life cards. So he's a heal, and he's a blocker, and he's a 5 cost, which means we can still do a ton of other stuff with the deck. I'm thinking about cutting this Bartholomew Kuma. On play, you could trash 1 card from your hand, add the top card of your deck to your life cards. He's just another good heal unit, but at a 6 cost, I don't know if I like him enough, because then I don't really have anything else I can do for the turn, because if you look at the rest of my deck, nothing else really wants to play for 4 or less outside of like Searchers, and that doesn't actually develop my board state. So I'm kind of thinking if we get rid of him, we can go yellow, and we can go to getting our 4 cost Zorro, I'm kind of thinking might be the play here. Because this allows us to play 2 of these a turn and develop a pretty good mid-game body. As a 6K, he's not too bad, and he does a lot of the same. He just doesn't have the on-KO, which makes him less likely to stick, but he's not a bad option, I will say, because this deck needs a lot of life. So I think that's what I might do going forward. So we'll get rid of this, and then we'll even do the Scratchman of Pooh, just because he is kind of better for us, just for a bounce target. And then, of course, the 7 cost Law. The 7/9 brick. On play, reveal a Supernova type character card from your hand and add it to the top of your life face down. Then if your leader has Supernova type, give up to 1 Unrested Dawn to your leader. So he's a good 7 that just lets us stack and do our leader ability in the same turn. Very useful. And then I'm running 3 of the I Know You're Strongs because it's a Supernova card. It can freeze 2 7 cost by resting 2 more Dawn, and it's a +3 for our leader, which is pretty good. And then the Black Rope Dragon Twister is also really good for us because it's searchable, which is nice. It's a Supernova. It's got a decent trigger, and double KO is pretty good. And because it just requires our opponent to have more characters than us, we can actually use our leader ability to bounce back our guys and manipulate how many guys we have on board fairly easily, which is nice. So we can almost proc this on without too much difficulty by just bouncing little guys back around, or even these mid bodies if we need to get them back. But, let me know what you guys think. Okay, so let's go over some of the play lines in this. I've decided I really like going first because I want to be able to play something like a Monkey D. Luffy or a Scratchman of Pooh. And then on 3 Dawn, I really like the 2 cost Kid. And then on 5, the Cavendish is kind of integral. So hopefully you found the Cavendish. I think this is the most important card for the deck right now. You want a way to get this in your open hand. Preferably you want either double Searchers or this in your hand and no Searchers, or 1 Searcher. But this becomes the most important card because it lets you do your leader ability on 5 when it really matters. That 5 Dawn turn, developing a second 6 cost that's got a good effect like one of these guys is just integral to the deck. And then after that, you're looking at 7 Dawn, and I would really recommend getting one of these guys out if you can. If not, you're going to fall back to one of these guys. But this is your main game plan here, because these 9Ks are just so good. Because if you can get this on field and then swing your Cavendish, you're getting an additional 2 Dawn up. So you're likely going to be going something like 6, 7, and then with your leader, you'll be going 8, because this will put a Dawn under it, and then 2 more from Cavendish. Or 1 more and a Searcher, just to continue the loop. You really need to be playing a Searcher almost every turn and just bouncing it back to hand. Even if that means you're not playing something off your life, you want it back in hand so you can play it again. This deck is incredibly difficult to play, so anybody who mains this, congratulations. You are smarter than I am. This thing is hard to play. At least play well. Like, there's 10,000 decisions every time I play this, and I've rebuilt the deck about 12 times at this point, so by no means is this the best list. You guys tell me what you think should and shouldn't be in the deck, but there's just so many different builds. I'm not looking at cutting any one card at this. I'm looking at like 4 different radically different builds. I've done builds without Borsalino. I've done builds without Hody. We've done builds without any of the Sky Island cards. It's been all over the place, but it's a cool deck. So let me know what you guys think. I will try more of it, but I wanted to give you kind of my take on it. It was a lot of fun though, so I appreciate you guys requesting the video. He was fun to play, but I think that's all I got for you. So you guys let me know what you want to see next. Do me a favor, like, comment, subscribe if you can. I got up to 145 subscribers last night, which is really cool. Thanks for coming along for the ride, guys. It's awesome to see you guys starting to chime in. I appreciate you. Have a great day, guys.